Hi, my name is Craig Case. I will be your instructor for Christian Ministries 350R. In this brief video, I just want to provide an introduction of myself and also just a brief overview of our class. First, an introduction of myself. I am a pastor. I've been in pastoral ministry for 19 years now, and I'm currently the associate pastor at Maple Grove Covenant Church, where I'm also serving as the interim pastor. And one of my great passions in the local church is preaching and teaching and working with staff in accomplishing their goals and their leadership development. And also I'm very passionate about working with volunteers. Another class that you might have with me in your course of participating in our Christian Ministries program here at Bethel University is Christian Ministries 450, which is Leadership and Ministry. And it's a class I really enjoy teaching. Also, I'm an instructor here at Bethel University, have been for the last 8 years, and I teach a handful of classes, both in Christian Ministries and also in our General Studies program in Christian Ministries, in addition to the two that I mentioned. I also teach Theology 415, which is our worldview class, and it's a class I enjoy quite a bit. And then in General Studies, I am the lead instructor for writing, so I oversee all our introductory writing classes, which is successful writing and also academic research and writing. So together, theology and writing are two main areas that I really enjoy and specialize in, and it reflects my educational background as well. I received my bachelor's of arts in English literature from the University of Minnesota, and then I went on to earn 2 master's degrees, both at Bethel Seminary. The first one was an MDiv, and the second one was a master's of arts in Christian thought. And those two coupled together, those 3 degrees rather coupled together, really point to research and writing and theology. So this class in many ways reflects both my passions and my educational journey. And I began my doctorate program here at Bethel Seminary back in June of last year. And the focus of my doctorate is looking at the influence and power of story in spiritual formation and Christian discipleship. Just a brief overview of our class, in addition to what you have read in our syllabus and what you have observed and read in our Moodle page. This class is really about you developing a voice and developing skills when it comes to research and writing in the discipline of theology. And my desire is really to come alongside you and to help you, first of all, in developing more effective writing and a more effective voice. And that comes in terms of clarity, meaning, and also supported claims. And then also in your writing is learning or perhaps being reminded of what constitutes good writing, things like good sentence structure, paragraph structure, the flow of an essay, trying to avoid lazy words, looking at the importance of the role of verbs in our writing. And in addition to that, in addition to the writing side of the class, the other side of the class really rests in theology, is where you're going to learn, if you haven't already, important steps in doing what's called exegesis. And the main text for that is going to be Michael Gorman's text, which we absolutely love in our Christian Ministries program. And the Gorman text is not only used in higher education, but it's also used in the church. And it's a valuable text and has been used by a number of churches and a number of universities that I know. So in the Gorman text and in the course of our class is that you're going to learn important steps in how to exegete a passage. And the passage that we're going to be looking at is the popular and well-known parable, perhaps one of the best-known parables next to the Good Samaritan, is the parable of the prodigal son in Luke chapter 15. And you're going to take time to learn important steps of exegesis, beginning with the observation of the text. In other words, what do you see? And then you're going to move into very valuable skills of interpretation, looking at the meaning of the text, the original audience. And then lastly, you're going to look at, which is the goal of exegesis, is how does this apply to my life? How does this apply to the 21st century world that you and I live in? If we do the other exegetical work and never get to the application, as Gorman underscores in his text, we've missed the boat, because that is the ultimate goal. So any questions that you have about our class, any challenges that you face, feel free to contact me at any time. You have my email address and also my mobile number listed in the syllabus. And I look forward to our 5 weeks together. And as you dive into the class, feel free at any time to email me if there's a wall or a barrier that you're facing. In fact, each week you'll have a journal entry that will be due. And if you're facing a frustration in the class, or a wall or a barrier you're just having a hard time getting through, I would encourage you to email me separately or contact me separately than the journal. I mean, you can list it in the journal if you want to, if it's relevant to that. But the best way to get a response from me is going to be an email or a phone call. So again, blessings to you. I'll be praying for each of you as you grow and develop in being a student of theology. God bless you. Happy 2015.